Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Soren here today with another tutorial. This is going to be a really quick fix for a problem that I have struggled with for so long. I actually made this mistake again in the most recent edit I posted. I know it's kind of embarrassing because I've looked this up before and I found out how to fix it. I did a little digging around on some forums and stuff, and other people have had this problem. And I want to make sure you guys knew how to fix it really easy because it's simple, and it can make things look pretty bad if you don't realize it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it is. All right, so in my most recent edit, you can see I have this little 3D scene going on where I have like lines and stuff popping up, and the camera's kind of moving through the scene, and everything's in a 3D, so it has a Z coordinate with its depth. But one thing I have going on is the layering problem. So right here you see these three strokes right here, these three bars are placed in a way that they should be behind everything because they're really far back in Z space. But these blue lines are closer to the camera, meaning you would think they'd be in front of it. But the way it's layered is putting these three bars in front, even though they're appearing behind. And this is something that should be more intuitive. So with just basing off of position, the 3D camera and After Effects should be able to tell how the layering is supposed to be. But if you have any sort of layer style on it, it messes it up. So let me show you this again so you can notice what I'm talking about here, because it's happening on every single layer in this composition. Alright, so this is just how to fix it real quick. So like I said, it's happening on every single layer. As I kind of scrub through here, you can see this circle right here, and this line that's going to be coming up on the side here is getting that layering problem. So you can see the farther away from the camera it is, the less you're going to see an object move. This is due to like the parallax effect. You learn about this in school, or it just kind of makes sense. Next time you're driving down the freeway, you look out the window, any trees that are close to the car look like they're moving really fast and they pass your face really quick. But if there's like a building off in the distance, it's moving really slow, and you feel like you can always see it. So we're having this kind of problem. And so what After Effects is doing is, when it's rendering out something with a layer style, it makes the assumption that it's on top of everything else. This is a problem in Adobe After Effects CS6. It definitely in all the previous versions. I'm not too sure about about the new the CC versions. If it's not, let me know, because that's great. You guys can stop watching. But if it is, this is how you fix it. So as soon as you put it on one layer, it will mess up every single one. So I just wanted to show you what was going on with these two layers here. That's why I have everything else shied away. But if I put all these other layers on here, they actually all have a layer style. So what I would have to do is go through every single layer that had something on it. And this is actually going to kind of suck. We're going to have to go through and take off all of the layer styles. So the layer styles I have on are actually just a drop shadow, so this isn't going to be too bad. But if I go through here and delete all of the layer styles. Okay, now that I'm pretty sure I have everything that had a layer style taken care of, now that I have all the drop shadows off. And now if I scrub through it, you can see even right here, while I was talking about the three bars, this is now layered over top, because how they're layered inside of the project or inside of the composition doesn't actually matter if they're in 3D space, because After Effects can tell what should be behind and what shouldn't be behind. So now if we look at our example up here, we can see this the circle here is going to end up being behind the lines in front of it. Perfect. So this is how it should have looked. But now you may be like, okay, but what if I need the drop shadows on there so stuff sticks out? That's fine. I think every sort of layer style you can have is actually also an effect or preset. So if I just go drop shadow over here in the effects panel, I can just go ahead and toss it on there. So let's find. So if I go here, all I gotta do is put it on there, and then I would adjust it however I want, and then I can just copy and paste that layer style onto everything else. But anyway, guys, that's how you fix this problem. It's something really useful and something I wish I would have thought about before I rendered this out and uploaded it. I didn't realize it till after it's out. I don't know how many people noticed it or if anyone knows it at all, but especially me being I made this into someone else who has a trained eye, it's really noticeable. And it'll make your edits or whatever you're making look a lot more professional and more realistic, I guess. But anyway, guys, I've been Soren, and I'm out. Thanks.